Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at noon.
New for you at noon, a man was arrested after a high-speed chase that reached speeds of 100 miles per hour. Thanks for joining us. It all started when Clay County deputies were notified about a stolen vehicle out of Twin Valley. The driver of the vehicle tried to get away and was going 80 to 100 miles per hour. The driver ended up hitting stop sticks that officers laid down. Andrew Hammett was taken into custody and was charged with possession of stolen property, fleeing, and numerous traffic offenses. He is currently in the Clay County Jail. Also new at noon, the North Dakota Highway Patrol has identified a man killed in a Ransom County crash last week. It happened at the intersection of Highway 46 and Highway 32 just west of Enderlin. That was around 7 on Friday night. Troopers say Joshua Earlett died in the head-on crash. The other driver, Dylan Kloss, was life-flighted to a Fargo hospital. Both men are from Enderlin and neither was wearing a seatbelt, according to the crash report. Investigators say Kloss was turning onto Highway 32 when he hit Ertelt's truck head-on. Ertelt was pronounced dead at the scene. Moorhead fire crews believe an electrical issue could have started a fire at a home north of the Concordia campus this morning. The fire happened near 6th Street and 6th Avenue South in Moorhead. Crews arrived around 5 a.m. and saw fire coming out of both ends of the attic. Officials say there was no smoke damage in the rest of the house, but the fire did burn through a roof support truss. Two people were home at the time. The fire department says no injuries are reported. One man is in custody after an early morning chase in West Fargo. Police tried to stop the car around 2:30 a.m. for failure to display current registration. The driver wouldn't stop and led police on a chase with speeds up to 67 miles per hour. The chase ended in the 800 block of 2nd Street West, where the driver ran off on foot. Police were able to get information about the vehicle's owner and tracked him down. Ronald Silbernagel of West Fargo had a Cass County warrant out, and he admitted to police he was the driver of the car. Silbernagel is being charged with fleeing, driving under suspension, and giving false information to law enforcement. The sun is shining and it feels much warmer than yesterday. Can we expect the same for tomorrow? Let's check in with meteorologist Robert Hahn. Robert?
Today is certainly an improvement over yesterday, and we'll continue to see improving temperatures as we head through the rest of the week and right on through the weekend. Temperatures in the teens right now. It is on the cool side, but again, better than yesterday because not only is it warmer, but winds are much lighter. Still 7 up in Roseau. Elsewhere, we are seeing those teens, including 19 in Fargo, Wahpeton, Detroit Lake, Sisseton, and in Grand Forks. Winds, again, much lighter, around 5 to 15 miles per hour out of the west and southwest generally, but it is enough to create a bit of a wind chill, especially up in the Roseau area. -3 or wind chill there, 2 in Baudette, 4 in Thief River Falls, Hallock, Langdon, and in Devil's Lake. Just a few clouds out there, and we'll see some partly to mostly sunny skies as we head through the rest of the day today. Underneath what few clouds we do have, no precipitation falling, and none is anticipated. As we take a look at the next couple of days, I'm going to show you the first 2 days of that 7-day forecast. Today, pretty nice, but tomorrow, we do have some snow to talk about, more snow chances as we wrap up the week, but we've also got warmer temperatures to talk about. We'll detail all of that coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Robert. It's one of the biggest days of the presidential election season. Today is Super Tuesday, and Minnesota is one of 12 states in the play on this pivotal day in the presidential campaign. Almost half the delegates needed to win both party nominations. Area college students told Valley News Live they don't think enough young voters will come out tonight, but should to get their opinions voiced.
I think the important thing is to point out that if you don't show up, you're not going to be heard, and you're going to be angry still, and you're going to have people like Donald Trump come to the fore again. I think just showing them what's really involved and the fact that if you don't show up, somebody's making a decision for you, and people our age hate that. So if we can just emphasize that, I think that may get people to come out more.
Students living in the dorms on campus are residents of Moorhead and can vote in the caucus tonight. And don't forget, you can follow the latest poll results on valleynewslive.com. Just click on the Minnesota caucus results banner on the homepage. And as Super Tuesday is well underway in the cities across the country, we go now to Denver, Colorado, where supporters are busy making a last-minute push before the caucus kicks off tonight. As Valley News team's Kelly Meyer finds, all eyes are on all the Democratic candidates. and that's fine. As we go next to the next story, it's a case that could have an impact on all schools. And what that is the Minnesota Supreme Court is considering whether or not the appeals court that got it right when it decided that a student should not have been expelled for bringing a pocket knife to school. The school's attorney are still arguing the school board made the right call 2 years ago when officials found the knife in Alyssa Drescher's purse during a school locker search. Alyssa says she forgot about the knife after using it over the weekend. The legal argument centers on whether she willfully broke school rules, and the decision could have a big impact on school discipline policy around the state. The Minnesota Supreme Court will make its decision in the coming weeks. The Dalai Lama at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota for treatment brings with him a message of compassion, humility, and loving kindness, and not to take life too seriously. Speaking to a crowd of about 500 Mayo Clinic staff members, His Holiness focused on the importance of respect and being human. Then the Dalai Lama answered questions from the crowd on subjects like caring for a patient with terminal prognosis or how technology is helping or hurting our world.
If you know those people who have the concept of life after life, then they at the time of dying, the mental state is very, very important for next life.
His Holiness didn't hold back his sense of humor, joking about the microphone cords that always get stuck in his robes. Coming up, could the smart devices in your home make it easier for hackers to get your info? But next, we have weather to plan your day.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on.